This is The Buzz, your music news update for the latest on your favorite artist and more. Brought to you by Philadonian TV, sponsored by JoJoMacMusic.com. Hello everyone, I am Pistol and this is The Buzz. The Jamaica Reggae Industry Association, JARIA, says it will extend nominations for its new Album of the Year categories next year to help ensure a full slate of entries. Albums of the Year for Dancehall, Reggae and Gospel will be handed over on April 10th when the organization holds its annual awards at Jamaica Conference Center, downtown Kingston. Of the three, only the Reggae block has maximum 5 entries. Gospel has 4 and Dancehall 2, including Sean Paul's Grammy-nominated Scorcha. Everall Ray, a JARIA board member, told reporters that he is partially satisfied with the response to the new additions, although the dancehall category fell short. He said, going forward, we will put a longer submission period for nominations, either the same time as the Grammys or immediately after the Grammys submission closes, so it will be fresh in their minds. Of course, that would be subject to approval by the JARIA Honor Awards Committee. The initial deadline for albums of the year was March 16th, with entries trickling in for the dancehall segment. The process was extended to March 25th, then April 2nd. Dancehall artist QQ is busy on the road again following his recent return to touring after a hiatus that kept him away from his European and North American fans for years. At press time, the singer was in New York City following his first tour stop in Virginia Beach. After his tour kicked off at the start of April, he is expected to travel to other cities in North America and Europe with a performance earmarked for Jamaica at the Kite Festival and Family Fun Day in St. Anne. He said he's ecstatic at being able to tour again, though the pandemic forced him to devise other ways to reach his audience. He said the tour will be predominantly about him, but there are a few dates when other artists will be featured. For example, in Sweden, there will be an Afrobeats artist by the name of Daju, and there are a few other dates where other artists will be present. He will do performances in Miramar, Florida, Boston, Freeport, and San Diego, among other cities. His tour is expected to end on September 2nd in Canada. A massive turnout of patrons converged on Ocean Boulevard in downtown Kingston to soak up high-energy soca music and more at Fet Republic's Night Carnival. Patrons got on bad to the latest soca treats with a few dancehall and hip-hop vibes thrown in for good measure. Even motor vehicles lined along the roadway came under soca assault as patrons gyrated and danced in full party mode. Among the major highlights from the presentation were the mini road march, which made its way from Ocean Boulevard to Arbor Street, as well as the vibes created by DJs including Trinidad's Travis World and Aaron Fingal, and Jamaica's very own Bloodline Franco, Copper Shot, DJ Nico, Lantern MD, Sound Revolution, Bat Camps, Next Generation, Atom Force, Brush One, The Road Marshal, King Nando, and Firematic. Singer Egyptian recorded the song Wine Slow in 2011 for producer Tariq Rushan Johnston. Recently, Wine Slow was certified silver by the British Phonographic Industry BPI for sales exceeding 200,000 units. Egyptian is gearing up for the release of his 5th studio album for VP Records, titled Egyptian Love. Gal Bounce and Say You Willing To are the first singles that will be released. Egyptian's 2010 hit Hold You was certified platinum in the United Kingdom for sales exceeding 600,000 units. It was also certified in the United States by the Recording Industry Association of America. He won the MOBO Award for Best Reggae Act in 2010 and the Soul Train Music Award for Best Reggae Artist in 2010. 30 years ago, DJ Shakademus and singer Pliers joined forces for the recording of the album Tease Me, a move that would indelibly change their lives and make history when 6 of its songs entered the UK singles chart. Today, the long-lasting Jamaican duo is adding the final touches to an anniversary project commemorating their journey together. The 12-track set will also include their latest release, Young Gal Business Refix, inspired by Demus's 1987 hit of the same name. I am Pistol, and that, my friends, was The Buzz. That was The Buzz, your music news update for the latest on your favorite artist and more. Brought to you by Philadonian TV, sponsored by JoJoMacMusic.com.
Let me sing, yeah, you know.
This is Headline News with Pistol from Jamaica, the Caribbean, and the world. Brought to you by Philadonian TV, sponsored by JoJoMacMusic.com. Hello everyone, I am Pistol, and this is your Headline News. Health authorities are urging technical and financial partners to secure funding to support the activities of the National Blood Safety Program, PNST, amid concerns for the need to increase the production of safe blood in the French-speaking Caribbean country, Haiti. Haiti has an urgent need to increase its production in safe blood, with an estimated annual demand of 60,000 to 80,000 blood bags, compared to the current production of about 20,000 bags, said the PNST director, Dr. Ernst Knoll. Recently, national, regional, and international health officials participated in a sectoral thematic table to highlight the challenges and constraints of the PNST, making an urgent appeal to technical and financial partners for assistance. The meeting heard that the availability and safety of blood products is a cross-cutting issue in the various healthcare activities and has a direct impact on the health of Haitians, particularly in the area of maternal mortality, trauma, surgery, and diseases such as malaria or other causes of anemia. The police have confirmed that another person has been brought in for questioning in relation to the brazen daylight attack on a beryllium security team in last month's multi-million-dollar robbery in Portmore, St. Catherine, Jamaica. Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of crime and security, Fitz Bailey, told reporters that the individual, who is an employee of Beryllium, was nabbed in St. Anne last Wednesday with $500,000 in cash. This brings to 7 the number of persons who have been taken into custody in relation to that incident. Of the 6 previously held, 1 man is facing 12 charges resulting from the Sunday, March 19th attack on the security team at Scotiabank's Portmore branch. The security company's crew came under heavy fire while they were about to go and service the automated banking machines. The robbers made off with more than $23 million. DCP Bailey stressed that the police are using all its investigative skills and techniques and other resources available to ensure that those who are involved are brought to justice. At least 25 people were abducted during a week of attacks by armed men in western Cameroon, local officials said. The kidnappings by gang members took place in several villages in Eko district along the Nigerian border. Patrick Kernuta, the top official in Eko, said several hundred people fled the attacks by unidentified gunmen in Abafum, Akwancha, and Abutu villages. He said the government has deployed the military to rescue those abducted and help the injured. Local residents have been calling on Cameroon authorities to increase security in the areas armed gangs operate on both sides of the border. While it's unclear who is responsible for the abductions, officials believe it could be ethnic Fulani herders from Nigeria, a largely Muslim semi-nomadic group who regularly cross into Cameroon with their cattle and clash with farmers. The Central African nation has been plagued by fighting since English-speaking separatists launched a rebellion in 2017 with the stated goal of breaking away from the area dominated by the French-speaking majority country and setting up an independent English-speaking state. The government has accused the separatists of committing atrocities against civilians. The conflict has killed more than 3,300 people and displaced more than 750,000 others, according to the UN. 8 Filipinos were nailed to crosses to reenact Jesus Christ's suffering in a gory Good Friday tradition that draws thousands of devotees and tourists to the Philippines, despite being rejected by the Catholic Church. The real-life crucifixions in the farming village of San Pedro Cutid in Pampanga province, north of Manila, resumed after a 3-year pause due to the coronavirus pandemic. About a dozen villagers registered, but only 8 men participated, including 62 32-year-old sign painter Ruben Enaje, who was nailed to a wooden cross for the 34th time in San Pedro Cotad. In a news conference shortly after his brief crucifixion, Enaje said he prayed for the eradication of the COVID-19 virus and the end of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, which has contributed to gas and food prices soaring worldwide.
I am Pistol, and that was your headline news.
That was Headline News with Pistol from Jamaica, the Caribbean, and the world. Brought to you by Philadonian TV, sponsored by JoJoMacMusic.com.
Let 'em sing, yeah, you know.